this is Dirty Phonics.
Hey guys, this is Mern here.
Hey, this is Nigel Good.
Phase 1 complete. Assembling family members.
Hey Monster Cat family, it's Milo here from the UK.
Hey Monster Cat, this is Blessing from South Africa.
Family assembled. We have liftoff.
That's a bad kitty.
Welcome to the Monster Cat Podcast. A place where strangers become friends and friends become family. Taking you on a journey, this is Monster Cat. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 150. We hope you guys had a great week. We have a jam-packed hour coming up as always with brand new Rootkit, Unlike Pluto, another remix of the Pegboard Nerds from their Nerds by Nature EP, and some very special guests who are doing a mix for us halfway through the episode, Dirty Phonics. So without further ado, let's get this week started.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Introducing a whole new form of racing to the best online racing simulation in the world. This is Dirt Racing on iRacing.com. Race online at some of America's most legendary dirt tracks, including Eldora and Williams Grove. iRacing is the premier online racing game featuring NASCAR, IndyCar, sports cars, and now World of Outlaws, the leading sanctioning body for dirt racing. iRacing is easy to use and features a centralized ranking system to make sure you have the best experience at any skill level. With a massive inventory of high-precision laser scan tracks and cars with an unmatched dedication to quality and detail, iRacing gives you the most authentic online racing experience available. Thanks to iRacing's dynamic track system, developed specifically for dirt racing, tracks change over the course of a race, just like your favorite dirt track on a Friday or Saturday night. From a slick racing groove all the way up to the cushion, iRacing's dirt tracks deliver non-stop racing action. Partnered with the World of Outlaws, iRacing is your source for the most authentic dirt racing experience available, featuring 4 brand new tracks and 11 new cars, including street stocks, Legends cars, late models, NASCAR trucks, winged and non-winged sprint cars, with much more on the way. Join the Dirt Revolution on iRacing.com and start slinging mud today.
featuring Tyler Mauer.
Way up, lifted so you know. Got that vertigo, man, I can feel it in my toes. I say now light this up, move it state to state. Mind is on skyscraper, watch your body levitate. Way up, lifted so you know. Got that vertigo, man, I can feel it in my toes. I say now light this up, move it state to state. Mind is on skyscraper, watch your body levitate.
Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to round number 6 of the Ash Media Speedway footage, World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. Tonight, the series returns to the famed Eldora in Rossburg, Ohio, big half mile, where we have about 25 or 26 cars signed into the pits here. It will take out tonight's round. Yes, we are live on 2 streams tonight. We thank everyone for tuning in on Twitch, and thank everyone also for watching here on YouTube. Bit of a different streaming process at the moment, so looking to try and get not only Twitch, YouTube, and also Facebook Live as well. Try and get all 3 of them going at once. But for tonight, we're going to be live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. So I hope you enjoy the coverage here. Hot lap session number 1 currently on the racetrack, and I'll have about another minute or so before we get set into group number 2 of the hot laps. I have 3 groups of hot laps, and I'll have a quick 2 or 5 minute driver's briefing, and then I'll get set for time trials, which you'll see live here as well. Hope to have about 10 to 12 groups in qualifying. I know some of the drivers aren't here, but hopefully we get a good field here tonight. As tonight, after the time trials, we'll also have 9 heat races, which unfortunately we can only cover 3 of them. Heats 1, 2, and 3, they're going to be all run at the same time, so we'll cover one of those heat races. Heats 4, 5, and 6, they're also going to be run at the same time. Once again, due to the time restrictions and stuff like that, we can only cover one of those as well. And then heats 7, 8, and 9, we can cover one of those as well. Also have a dash, our top 6 highest point scorers from heats. You'll get points from time trials and all 3 heats. Top 6 will go on to a 6-lap dash. Positions 7 through to 20, they will lock themselves into tonight's main event. It'll be 2 25-lap feature events, so you'll have 2 25-lap main events. And then we'll also have a B main if required as well. That's going to be 20 laps. Any points scorers from 21st on back. You'll see no yellows in the heat races tonight, but you will see them in the main event, both A mains, and there'll be single file restarts if any driver enters the pits at any stage of the race. They will automatically be done for the night. They are not allowed to come back out. So hot lap session group number 2 on the racetrack now. We have a look at the first lot of hot lap guys, and James Rice was the quickest with a 12.867. Gavin Saddle was 2nd quick, Gary Hamilton 3rd quick, Joel Berkeley out there now, he's sitting 4th quick, Ryan Harris, Brett Gerrards, Cam Taylor, Brenton Hobson. And also your drivers in group number 1, you got Michael Pearce, Danny Stewart, Josh Harm, John Schultz, and Jason Martin. So obviously get an official car count after time trials to see how many cars are in attendance for tonight's round. You're watching round number 6 of the Ash Media Speedway footage, World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series, live on YouTube and Twitch. Hope you enjoy your stay. I'll take a quick break and we're going to come back in a few moments' time. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you are watching round number 6 of the Ash Media Speedway footage, World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series at Eldora Speedway. My name is Brett Wheeler. Hot lap session number 3 getting set to come to a close here in just a moment's time. Then we'll get set to get into some qualifying, where the drivers will have 2 laps to try and set tonight's quick time. You can see James Rice is still the quickest car after 3 groups of hot lap session in car number 5 with a 12.867. Gavin Sadler goes second quick with a 12.892. Gary Hamilton with a 12.896. And Joel Berkeley with a 12.898. 0.032 of a second separating the top 4 drivers here tonight. As the drivers have a quick driver's briefing, we'll get set into our first group of qualifying. So bear with us while the officials just have a quick chat to all the drivers on hand here tonight. And you can see that we had 24 cars take to the clock, with George Fullerton and TJ Brown not taking any times. So whether they're going to be running just time trials only, or time trials and the heat races, I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and find out. So once again, thank you for tuning in here on your Thursday evening. This is round number 6 of the series, a 12-week series. So after tonight, we will be officially halfway done in the series. The first cars getting set to go out onto the racetrack. We have in car number 69 in the Northbridge slots, it's John Schultz. Also out on the racetrack in the Speedway shop heats on New Lawn CSR Fabrications, DGD Customs, it's Brenton Hobson. Also out on the racetrack in the Sketch Graphics Max Medhurst Crash Repairs, the Phase Electrical and Energy Solutions car of Brett Gerards. Those are the 3 drivers. In time trial number 1, John Schultz with a 13.066. A 13.066. Brenton Hobson with a 13.036. And Brett Gerards with a 12.930. 12.930 quick time for Brett Gerards. Brenton Hobson goes a little bit slower. And John Schultz with a 13.066. And Brett Gerards with a 12.930. So that's 2 laps at a 12.930. Next out on the racetrack in the Ash Media Speedway footage, down under graphics, car number 9 of Joel Berkeley. In the deadhead one paints, car number 57, it's Craig Dunn. I believe it's just those 2 drivers here in this time trials. First lap for Joel Berkeley is a 12.824. Quick time for Berkeley. Craig Dunn with a 12.977. Can Berkeley go quicker than a 12.824? No, slower. And Craig Dunn a little slower on his second lap with a 12.983. So Joel Berkeley, the quickest on the racetrack out of the 2 groups so far. Coming out on the racetrack in the Extreme Sprint Car Driving Experience, car number 000 of Cam Taylor. Cam Taylor, the only car in this one. So he'll have the track all to himself to set his fastest lap of the next 2 laps here at Eldora. First lap for Cam Taylor, third quick with a 12.973. A 12.973 for Cam Taylor. Track very juicy at the moment on the low side. You'll see that's where a lot of these drivers run, a 12.979. 6 1,000ths of a slower there for Cam Taylor. As group number 4 comes out and rolling out next in car number 21. It's a No Fear Fremantle Dockers entry of Jason Martin. Jason Martin, the only car here in this one yet again. So this is group 4. I thought we might have had the next lot of guys out, but no, the only car in this one. So what can Jason Martin do in car number 21? Off turn number 4, his first lap time is a 12.988. Fifth quick, a 12.988 for Jason Martin. Can he improve here on lap number 2? And it's the same lap time, so second person to do a same lap time here in qualifying. Fast group here, coming out in the Hyper Stimulator Custom Image Concept State Racing Magazine SimSpec Engineering. It's number 91 of Dylan Sharman. Also out on the racetrack in the Factory Cane Straight, Lucas Oil Hamilton Designs, car number 71 of Gavin Sadler. And in the Ash Media Speedway footage down under graphics, car number 8, it's Josh Harm. Dylan Sharman, first time. It's a 12.768. Quick time, goes straight to the top of the boards. Gavin Sadler third quick with a 12.853. Josh Harm with a 12.813 second quick. Dylan Sharman a lot slower. What can Josh Harm do on his second lap? He's slower as well with a 12.885, and Gavin Sadler been bumped back to fourth quick. His second lap with a 12.901, but Dylan Sharman is now sitting on top of the boards. So that's Group 5 done. Halfway through our qualifying. Next out on the racetrack in the visual exposure signage, car number 15, it's Michael Pearce. Also coming out in the Hyper Stimulator Custom Image Concept State Racing Magazine SimSpec Engineering, it's Cameron Dance. Cameron Dance and Michael Pearce. So this is Group 7 and 8 combined. First lap for Michael Pearce with a 13.012. A 13.012. Cameron Dance with a 12.812. Kyle Stevens out on the racetrack, I apologise. In the Deadhead Worm Paints, Michael Pearce goes 10th quick with a 12.994. Second quick for Cameron Dance with a 12.871. Kyle Stevens first lap with a 12.993. Can he go quicker on lap number 2? He doesn't, he's slower. And how about the two team cars? Dylan Sharman and Cameron Dance sitting 1 and 2 at the moment. Next out onto the racetrack in the Factory Cane Australia, car number 911 of Lachlan Smith. In car number 5 in the JR Productions and Media Borderline Speedway entry, it's James Rice. Just the two cars here in group number 8. Lachlan Smith, his first lap time is a 12.833. Fifth quick. James Rice is 7th quick with a 12.867. Lachlan Smith pulls it up on the back straight away. Can James Rice, can he go quicker here on lap number 2? Looks good in 3 and 4. He goes slower with a 12.926. He's sitting 7th quick. Coming out in group number 9, in car number 49, it's the Fast Karts Racing Development Style Designs of Zachary Phelan. And in the visual exposure signage, car number 10 of Terry Marwood. Scheduled to have another 3 cars in this one. So it's just the 2 at the moment. So Zachary Phelan in car 49 on screen, and Terry Marwood in car number 10 now on screen. This is group number 9. Zachary Phelan, the first driver of this group to take a time. It is going to be a 12.942, a 12.942 ninth quick, and a 13.042 for Terry Marwood, a 13.042. Can both these drivers improve on their second lap? Phelan does with a 12.936. And Marwood improves as well with a 12.993, 14th quick. 2 drivers in this one, group number 10. And both team members in the Dynamic Sim Racing X-Ray Thigh Designs. Car number 20, car number 12 I should say, is Ryan Harris and his teammate in car number 115, TJ Brown. We'll see what these two drivers can do for time-wise. Ryan Harris He's 10th quick with a 12.969, a 12.969. 17th quick for TJ Brown with a 13.021. A 13.021. Can Ryan Harris, can he improve? No, slower. And TJ Brown will get his second lap in a second. It's a 13.102, so both drivers slower as well. Second last group to come out. In car number 3, the Ash Media Speedway footage down on the graphics entry, it's Jared Ash. And in the Factory Cane Australia, car number 7 of Trent Gosley. And in the Dynamic Sim Racing Team X-Ray Darling Downs Ballistics win the day, the 111 entry of Gary Hamilton. We get the first lap time here for Jared Ash, 14th quick with a 12.990. Trent Gosley, very slow on that one. Must be running the high side with a 13.405. Gary Hamilton with a 12.918. Jared Ash, a second lap with a 12.996. Trent Gosley with a 13.118. And Gary Hamilton, 8th quick with a 12.940 on his second lap. Last group to come out. In caliber 41 in the visual exposure signage entry, it's James Robbie. In caliber 58, it's the TJ Chassis Jetco Brat Racing Engineering of Jared Banfield. And in car number 81 in the Sketch Graphics Max Medhurst Crash Repairs Phase Electrical and Energy Solutions, it's Danny Stewart. First lap for James Robbie, 22nd quick with a 13.077. A 13.077. Jared Banfield, 25th quick with a 13.188. And Danny Stewart, 18th quick with a 12.994. Second lap for James Robbie with a 13.064. And second lap for Jared Banfield with a 13.002. And Danny Stewart with a 13.020. That'll mean that'll have our 25 cars qualifying done and dusted, and you can see up on your screen that it is Dylan Sharman who has taken out tonight's Quick Time Award in car number 91. So well done to Dylan Sharman. Go back to Cameron Dance, who qualified in second quick, so teammates running 1-2. Cameron Dance with a 12.812. Josh Arm third with a 12.813. His teammate Joel Berkeley with a 12.824. Lachlan Smith rounded out the top 5 with a 12.833. So we'll get a word with our fastest man in time trials at the moment. Dragging me now, Dylan Sharman. Dylan, congratulations on yet another fast time qualifier here.
Cheers. Yes, pretty stoked to be that far, I guess, ahead of the field. It's pretty surprising. Did not think I'd get into the 7s, that's for sure, but it's cool to see Cam up in P2 as well. So we got good qualifying setups there, but I hope we can equate that into a good A-main set tonight with it being a double feature night. So we'll see how we go, but yeah, I just hope it sort of translate a bit better than it did last week.
Well, look, as you said, you and Cameron both sitting 1-2. It's obviously for the team aspect, that you've got to be both happy with where you stand after qualifying.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's me and Cam 1-2, and then Triple J 3 and 4. So yeah, pretty stoked to be 1-2, that's for sure. So let's just hope it's a good omen for the night and we can continue on having a good night. But we'll wait and see how we go.
Alright, you got to run your heat races first, so we'll let you run this little 5-lap fun race, and but what it will give you a chance to thank some sponsors while we got you on air.
Yeah, I was going to thank the guys at Custom Image, Hyper Stimulator, SimSpec, and State Racing Magazine.
Alright, good luck good luck for the rest of the night, and I'm sure we'll talk to you throughout the night anyway.
Yeah, cheers, Brett. Thanks for that, mate.
There we have it, Dylan Sharman taking out tonight's Fast Time Award. We get set for a little 5-lap race, means nothing in regards to how the points sit and stuff like that. It's just for the officials to get the drivers' times over, so they can get the drivers into their respective heat races. We will we're still going to cover it anyway, so we'll play a bit of music just while they're doing their little formation lap. So as we get set for this little 5-lap fun race, Dylan Sharman and Cameron Dance, 2 teammates on row 1. Teammates again on row 2, Josh Harm and Joel Berkeley. Lachlan Smith and Gavin Sadler, James Rice, Gary Hamilton, Brett Gerard, Zach Phelan, Ryan Harris, Cam Taylor, Craig Dunn, Jason Martin, Jared Ash, Kyle Stevens, Terry Marwood, Danny Stewart, Michael Pearce and Jared Banfield. I'm sure we're going to see the team cars go at it here. It's Cameron Dance. It's on the low side in 3 and 4 and got a big wreck on the main straightaway. So they're just going to continue to run on throughout the night. And the Keenan in Twitch chat, but this is nothing to do with the iRacing stuff. It's a league race run by the Factory Can Australian Speedway League. We just do the coverage of the week. I got 2 series. I have a World of Outlaws late models and a World of Outlaws sprint cars. World of Outlaws late models is on Monday night. This is actually the first time we're doing it on Twitch and also YouTube at the same time. Otherwise, we generally cover it on OzSim Racing Facebook page, and we just do a live video through there. But look, feel free to stick around and enjoy the show if you want. And 5-lap race done and dusted. Jared Banfield a big move, picking up 12 spots. Trent Gosley picked up 11. So the proceedings from now is we will see what you'll see now is the drivers will jump out of a session and we'll get set for roughly in about 2 or 3 minutes time. The heat race services should be put up and we'll cover one of the 3 heat races that have been run at the same time. I'll get you the channel. That's the channel there for YouTube. We'll see 10-lap heat races at around 8 o'clock. After that one, we'll cover another heat race between heats 4, 5, and 6. Now, the first heat race is the drivers will be lined up directly from qualifying. So the faster guys will start, or if you qualified first, such as Dylan Sharman did, he will start on the pole in heat race number 1. However, in heat race number 4, he will start from dead last. So they invert the full field from qualifying for heats 1 and 2. No invert for the first one, invert for the second one. And then heat races 7, 8, 9, they determine the top 4 get inverted from the 3 heat races. So if you're sitting 10, 11, and 12 in points, you will start on the pole for heat race 7, 8, and 9. And then we get after that heat race, we get our top 6 point scorers into a 6-lap dash. A B main if required. I'm thinking we may not need one, being as though there's only 25 drivers. They may just run a 25 car field for the main event, such as we did in the late models. And then we'll have 2 25-lap main events tonight. So but you'll see cautions in the A main. You won't see any cautions throughout the heat race, the dash, or a B main if needed. Stick around on the other side of this. I'm going to come back with heat race number 1 very, very shortly.
Introducing a whole new form of racing to the best online racing simulation in the world. This is Dirt Racing on iRacing.com. Race online at some of America's most legendary dirt tracks, including Eldora and Williams Grove. iRacing is the premier online racing game featuring NASCAR, IndyCar, sports cars, and now World of Outlaws, the leading sanctioning body for dirt racing. iRacing is easy to use and features a centralized ranking system to make sure you have the best experience at any skill level. With a massive inventory of high-precision laser scan tracks and cars with an unmatched dedication to quality and detail, iRacing gives you the most authentic online racing experience available. Thanks to iRacing's dynamic track system, developed specifically for dirt racing, tracks change over the course of a race, just like your favorite dirt track on a Friday or Saturday night. From a slick racing groove all the way up to the cushion, iRacing's dirt tracks deliver non-stop racing action. Partnered with the World of Outlaws, iRacing is your source for the most authentic dirt racing experience available, featuring 4 brand new tracks and 11 new cars, including street stocks, Legends cars, late models, NASCAR trucks, winged and non-winged sprint cars, with much more on the way. Join the Dirt Revolution on iRacing.com and start slinging mud today.
Get ready, going green. Green, green, green.
I actually, really enjoy dirt racing. Feels good to get in the car, and we have, great cars and engines and things at KKR, so it's nice to drive a fast sprint car.
Separate lines developing three-wide action on a turn 2. Craig Kinzer, Casey Kane, and Kieran Pittman going at it.
I think the differences between, NASCAR and the sprint races on dirt is just a much different mindset. The way you drive your cars, the setup, the feel you're looking for. I think one of the hardest things to tell as a fan is when you're watching a race, whether it's a NASCAR race, a dirt race, is just what's really going on in the car. With iRacing, you can get the way that the track's changing, which they've done a great job in how the track changes throughout the night or throughout the race, just to try to capture it and let the fans play it and realize that, man, there's actually a lot going on. And you can't always see that when you watch a race, so I think it's pretty neat. It's, enjoyable for me, but at the end of the day, it's actually much of a simulation, and there's a lot of ways that you can learn from that. And early on, it was neat to look at the Cup tracks that I was going to, places that I had never been. So I think it kind of gives you a head start into the weekend. It's pretty real life, and that's pretty neat.
Here we go, first heat race of the night. And starting on the pole in caliber 8 is Josh Armour to his outside. It's the 71 of Gavin Sadler. Starting on the inside of the second row, we'll see the 117 machine of Brett Gerard, and to his outside the 000 of Cam Taylor. Starting out of position number 5 in the car number 3, it's Jared Ash, and to his outside in the 81, it's Danny Stewart. At a position number 7 in the car 115, it's TJ Brown, and alongside him in car number 69, it's John Schultz. That is your 8 cars here in heat race number 3. As I said earlier, if you've just joined us, heats 1, 2 and 3 all get run at the same time. So we can only cover one heat race at a time. So generally you'll see 3 heat races out of the 9 being covered. You'll see the dash being covered, the B main if required, and also twin 25 lap features for tonight's main event. Green off turn number 4 this time by Josh Harm, Gavin Sadler. They will lead the field to the drop of the green flag here at the Eldora Speedway. The Big E that it's known for. The big outside scary looking wall. We get set to go green off turn 4. Josh Harm has the field and we are green. Gavin Sadler with a good launch. He's going to try and roll it around the top side in 1 and 2. Sadler and Harm, they run side by side. Down the back straight away, Harm looks to the inside. Here comes Brett Gerard as well. Jared Ash making a move, but Sadler back around the outside of Josh Harm. Josh Harm, he will lead the opening lap here in heat race number 3. Gavin Sadler not going to be outdone just yet. Cam Taylor, he's trying to make it work on the high side, trying to get around Jared Ash for that 4th spot on the racetrack. They're going to run side by side off turn number 2 now. Give it to Cam Taylor. He takes over the 4th spot, run on the top side. All the drivers pretty much run the low side in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, except the 000 of Cam Taylor. He's got that car working right through the slick now in turns 1 and 2. Jared Ash back to his inside. Oh, Brett Gerard's almost into the wall. Coming off turn number 4. We go back up towards our top 3 drivers. Brett Gerard's in behind Gavin Sadler. That's your battle there for 2nd and 3rd on the racetrack. As the cross flag 6 come out in the air, we are 5 down, 5 laps to go here in heat race number 3. This is the first heat race of 3 heats for each of these drivers here this evening. It's all counting towards what could be our top 6 starting position in tonight's dash, or whether they start from either 7th on backwards and try and make their way through the field. Josh Harm still your race leader as he completes lap number 7 into turn 1 and 2. He's got a good handle on this race car as of late. We had quite a few decent runs. 2 cross flag sticks in the air. 2 down, 2 laps remain here for Josh Harm. Battle coming on here for 2nd between Gerard and Sadler. Jared Ash pulled away there from Cam Taylor over the past couple of laps, but Gavin Sadler now 1 lap to go. Can he hang on for a good 2nd place finish here at Eldora? Down the back straight away. Into 3 and off turn number 4. The checkered flags are going to be out. Here it is. Josh Harm picks up the win here in heat race number 3. So we'll have a chat to Josh Harm in just a second. 2nd went to Gavin Sadler. Brett Gerard in 3rd. Jared Ash picked up 1 spot and finishes in 4th. Cam Taylor will grab 5th. Danny Stewart 6th and TJ Brown 7th. And John Schultz will come home in 8th place. So wait for Josh Harm just to unbuckle and virtually unbuckle, that is, and we'll have a chat to Harm. He's out of the race car right now. And Josh Harm, congratulations on picking up the heat race win here at Eldora.
Thanks, Brett. Had a good run through qualifying and come away with the heat win as well. Good start of the night.
It's always important to grab the early heat win, considering that your next heat you're going to be coming from the back, and on the track it didn't look like there was much passing going on. You hope for it's going to slicken off just a little bit more.
Yeah, she was a little bit tricky at the end. I was fighting the car a little bit, but I got in the end, and it's a good way to start the night with a good haul of points to start off.
Alright, well, I'll let you get back to it. And who you got to thank for getting you this heat win tonight?
Just Triple J Motorsports, Dan Under Graphics, Sash Media. Thank you, Brett, as well, and Gav, and lovely partner, Jess.
Ooh, she's been upgraded to a name now. I will let you get back to it, Harmy.
Thanks, man.
There we have it. Josh picking up heat race number 3. We'll get the results for heat race 1 and heat race number 2, but in the meantime, we are going to cover heat race number 4. Just have to wait for the results to come out in hand for that one. So bear with us. We'll play some music. Actually, I didn't play a quick ad before we get set into our next lot of heat races.
Get ready, going green. Green, green, green.
as we get set to welcome you all back to Wheel TV as the second round of heats. Warm-up coming to a close, and we'll see the faster drivers coming from the back of the bus here. In this one, we'll have your heat lineup. This is heat race number 4, just an inversion from heat race number 1 and how they started. I'll bring you your grid in just a second. Starting on the pole in car number 7, it'll be Trent Gosling to his outside in car 88 of Brenton Hobson. Starting out of position number 3, we'll see the 15 of Michael Pearce to his outside, the 44 of Kyle Stevens. Out of position number 5, we'll see the 57 of Craig Dunn, and to his outside will be car number 5, it's James Rice. Starting out of position number 7 in car number 9 is Joel Berkeley, and to his outside, tonight's fast time award, fast time driver, the 91 of Dylan Sharman. Just quickly, I do have the heat race results from the earlier 2 heat races. Heat 1 was won by Dylan Sharman, Joel Berkeley, James Rice, Craig Dunn, Michael Pearce, Brenton Hobson, Trent Gosley, Kyle Stevens, and Zachary Phelan. Heat 2 in the way of Cameron Dance, Lachlan Smith, Gary Hamilton, Ryan Harris, Jason Martin, Jared Banfield, Terry Marwood, George Fullerton, and James Robbie. So this is heat race number 4, an inversion of heat race number 1. If you've just joined us, welcome to Wheel TV on Twitch and also YouTube. Hope you enjoy the coverage here this evening. This is the Ash Media Speedway footage. One of Outlaws Craftsman Sprintcar Series, round number 6 at Eldora. And I believe for the second time, maybe even third time, this series has visited Eldora Speedway, once to Williams Grove, once to Volusia, and also once to USA. Trent Gosley and Brenton Hobson, they will lead the field. To the drop of the green flag, we get set to launch off turn number 4, and we are green. Keep an eye on the guys from the back as well. Berkeley making it 3 wide on the low side on the inside of Dunn and Pearce. Berkeley already picking up a couple of spots, but the battle is on for the race lead. Side by side, Gosley has it. He leads off turn number 4. Hobson looks to the outside. Sharman trying to come through as well as Berkeley. They're making progress on the low side and the top side as well. Kyle Stevens trying to fend off challenges from Sharman. They almost make contact off turn number 4. Berkeley to the inside of Dunn. He makes it stick off turn number 2. Dunn tries to shut the door in, but Berkeley keeps the car on the low side. He had to get out of the bucket just a little bit. And now the next challenge is from Brenton Hobson. He's holding down second, and here comes Sharman to the outside of Berkeley. Making a 3 wide, Pearce on the top side. Great racing from the faster guys coming from the back of the bus. Here's James Rice as well. Berkeley's going to look to the outside of the 57 of Craig Dunn. Dunn slides up in front of him. Berkeley with a nice crossover. Hobson on the top side. Side by side, Berkeley trying to make his way through the pack. Sharman as well, following Berkeley anywhere he goes. Berkeley now takes over the 3rd spot on the racetrack as we complete lap number 6. Sharman forces the issue on Craig Dunn. He now takes over 4th. James Rice, he's now going to follow Sharman and Berkeley through the field on the low side of the speedway. Berkeley takes over 2nd. He actually got past Brenton Hobson, but Hobson with a nice crossover. Oh, contact between Berkeley and Hobson. Hobson keeps the car straight. Here comes Sharman around the outside. Sharman, what a drive. He's up to 3rd, and contact again between Sharman and Hobson. Hobson and Ricey now. They're going to make contact as we go into 3 and 4 for the second last time, I should say. The white flag is out. Berkeley's got one chance to make this one count and try and get maximum points. Down the back straight away. Gosley goes to the low side in 3 and 4. He's going to hold that line. Off turn number 4, Trent Gosley picks up the win, not by much. What a race between Trent Gosley and Joel Berkeley. Talk about the faster guys coming through the field. About a 10th separating Trent Gosley and Joel Berkeley. Joel Berkeley picking up 5 spots, coming home in 2nd. Dylan Sharman, he's going to also pick up 5 spots as well, coming home in 3rd. Craig Dunn will get 4th. Brenton Hobson 5th. James Rice 6th. Michael Pearce 7th. And Kyle Stevens finishes in 8th place. But how about Berkeley and Sharman coming through the field and making a race of it with Craig Dunn and also Brenton Hobson. So we're going to take a quick break while we wait for Trent Gosley to get into the TeamSpeak so we can get a quick interview with him. So bear with us on that one. We're going to play a bit of music and try and get Trent in here in just a second. So we'll get a word with our heat race number 2 winner, and that's Trent Gosley. Trent, congratulations on picking up heat race number 4.
Thanks, mate. Had to make the most of a front row start. Setup's horrible tonight, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to make of it, but I'll do my best.
Yeah, talk about obviously that last lap. I'm not sure if you've seen Berkeley come on or not, but I tell you what, him and Sharman, they put on a show. But how lucky were you to hang on there for that win?
No, if there's another lap, I don't win. Basically, I'm not that quick tonight. I'm just trying different setups at the moment, trying to figure something out. I'm not sure where the car speed's gone, but hopefully I'll figure something out for the feature.
I believe you're sitting 17th in points. I mean, every point counts, and I mean, you got your work cut out for you in your final heat coming up next.
Yeah, well, I found something then, so hopefully I can build on that and keep things going, mate.
All right, who you got to thank for getting here tonight?
Gavin Sadler Racing, Lucas Oil, Casey Kane, Shocks, and yeah, that's it, I think.
Good luck for the rest of the night, Trent.
Thanks, mate.
There we have it, Trent Gosley picking up heat race number 2. We can tell you that the other heat race 5, was won by James Robbie, Lachlan Smith, George Fullerton, Terry Marwood, Gary Hamilton, Jared Banfield, Jason Martin, Cameron Dance, and Ryan Harris. Heat 6 went the way of John Schultz, Danny Stewart, Josh Arm, Cam Taylor, Brett Gerards, Gavin Sadler, Jared Ash, and TJ Brown. So, go through the points after this one. Looks like heat races 7, 8, and 9 are going to be coming up very, very shortly. So, stick around for that one. And once again, if you're just joining us here for the first time, thank you and welcome to the dual stream. We've got Twitch and YouTube streaming tonight. So we'll go through the points after the 2 heats and time trials. Dylan Sharman is your highest point scorer. Josh Harm is second. Third is Joel Berkeley. Fourth is Lachlan Smith. Cameron Dance fifth. Gavin Sadler sixth. Gary Hamilton seventh. James Rice eighth. Brett Gerards ninth. Craig Dunn in 10th. Yeah, with Cam Taylor, Denny Stewart, Ryan Harris, Jared Ash, Jason Martin in 15th, Terry Marwood, Trent Gosley, John Schultz, James Robbie, Michael Pearce 20th, Jared Bantfield, Brenton Hobson, Kyle Stevens, George Fullerton, TJ Brown and Zachary Phelan rounding out the 26 cars that have match points here tonight. We'll take another quick commercial break. We'll play some ads, and on the other side we're going to come back with heats 7, 8 or 9. We'll pick one of those and we'll bring you that live here on Wheel TV. Stick around.
Hey guys, Christopher Bell here. As you guys know, iRacing is coming out with dirt, and it's been a long time coming. So I'm here today to kind of show you around the sprint cars and hopefully give you some insight for whenever you first drive it. So here we are at Williams Grove, gonna go out and make a couple laps in the 410 wing sprint car. I'm on default setup with a gear change to a 522. As we roll out of the pits, you guys might notice that the car wants to pull left and you have to hold the steering wheel right to go straight. That's normal for a sprint car because you have so much stagger, it's always trying to turn the car left. Once you get up to speed, that goes away. Going down the straightaways, Williams Grove has really long straightaways and really tight corners. The big wings on the sprint cars, it always wants to pull you left into the corner, so it doesn't take much steering wheel input to get the car into the corner. A big key for the wing sprint cars is that they always like to go straight. They don't like to be too sideways. So the less steering wheel input you can have and the straighter you can keep the car, the faster you'll go. As the track slickens off, you'll be able to play with the setup to get the car driving even straighter yet. And that's a couple laps around Williams Grove. So here we are at Eldora Speedway. I'm on baseline setup with a gear change to a 511. As we roll out at Eldora Speedway, one thing that you'll notice is that the corners are really sweeping and it's almost a circular shape. The big thing about Eldora is just keeping that steering wheel straight. The straighter you keep the wheel and the less steering input that you give the car, the faster you'll go. The fast line around Eldora will be right around the inside wall in the corners and then with a big arc towards the outside walls down the straightaways. Then once the track slicks off, you'll be able to follow the groove up towards the outside wall, where the famous Eldora High Line comes into play. So now we're at Volusia Speedway Park with the 410 wing sprint car. I'm on baseline setup with a 511 gear, the same as what we ran at Eldora. Whenever you roll out on the racetrack, you'll notice that Volusia is similar to Eldora. They have long sweeping corners, and it's kind of circular in shape. At Volusia, whenever the track is fast, you'll want to be right down against the concrete wall in the corners with a nice big arc down the straightaway. Whenever the track starts to slicken up, you'll be able to follow the groove up higher and higher. Whenever you get into turns 3 and 4 though, the groove might get up onto the shelf, which is the flatter section of the racetrack, and then it becomes very difficult to exit turn 4 without getting into the wall. And that's just one of the characteristics of Volusia Speedway Park. Hope you guys have fun.
Racing, you wanted the best, you got them for abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the world of Outlaws.
Welcome back to Wheel TV, whether you're watching on Twitch or YouTube. Hope you enjoy the coverage here. We get set for the final heat race of the night before we have our top 6 point scorers into a 6-lap dash after this one. And we'll also have 2 25-lap feature events. No B main tonight. No B main required here this evening. Starting on the pole of heat race number 8 is going to be the 000 of Cam Taylor. To his outside in car number 5, it's James Rice. On the inside of the second row, in car number 6, it's Cameron Dance, and to his outside in the 8, it's Josh Harm, starting out of position number 4. At a position number 5 is going to be the number 3 of Jared Allen, to his outside, heat race number 4 feature winner, we just spoke to him, Trent Gosley in car 7, starting out of position number 6. The last row on the inside, on the 4th row, in car number 15, starting out of position 7, it's going to be Michael Pearce. And to his outside in car 44, it's Kyle Stevens. So that is our 8 cars here for heat race number 8. This is the final heat of the night. And as I said, all points going towards this one will go towards the total tally. The points, top 6 drivers will be locked in to tonight's dash. And then we'll get set for our twin 25-lap feature events. How they finish the first one is how they will start in the second feature. Second 25-lap feature, I should say. So who will take out the 8th heat of the night? As they line up behind the iRacing official pace truck in turns 1 and 2. I'll get the green next time by off turn number 4. Cam Taylor, James Rice, Cameron Dance, Josh Harm, Jared Ash. Trent Gosley not making it out for this one. That'll move Kyle Stevens up a row and also Michael Pearce. Yes, they go green off turn 4. The guys launch. Cam Taylor with a good start. So they go down into 1 and 2. Rice on the top side, Cameron Dance now making a run on the inside. Down into 3 and 4 they go. Oh, Cameron Dance got into the back of Cam Taylor. And it popped the wheel stand. That's going to allow James Rice to utilise the top side and get past Cameron Dance. But Cameron Dance fighting back on the inside. Josh Harm as well, back there in 4th. Cameron Dance almost looking to the inside in turns number 1 and 2. So they go down the back straight away. Dance almost to the inside of Cam Taylor. Rice and Harm, they're going to go side by side. Give it to Rice. He holds down that 3rd spot on the racetrack. Dance to the inside and Harm to the inside of Rice. Ricey running right through the middle now, slides up towards the top of the racetrack, trying to gain some momentum now as he comes off turn number 4. Harvey almost looked to the inside of Cameron Dance there in 1 and 2. Thought better of it. So the top 3 drivers, Taylor, Dance, and Harm, they all run the low side of the speedway. Taylor goes up top. He loses a place to Cameron Dance. Cameron Dance, your new race leader. Here comes Harmy as well. Harmy looks to the inside. Ricey comes back to the low side now. Oh, Cam Taylor lost several spots there. He's just got shuffled back big time. 7 down and 3 laps to go for the final heat race of the night. Final round of heats. Cameron Dance from that second row on the inside has found his way to the front of the pack. Trying to fend off charges now from Josh Harm. What can Harmy do here in this last lap and a bit? Ricey almost to the back bumper. Josh Harm, 1 lap to go for your race leader of Cameron Dance. Into 1 and 2 for the final time. Got that wing tugged back just a little bit. Into 3 and 4, continues to run the low side of the speedway. He will take out heat race number 8. A good win and a big win there for Cameron Dance. Josh Harm will grab 2nd. James Rice 3rd. Jared Ash 4th. Cam Taylor in 5th. 6th will go to Michael Pearce. Kyle Stevens in 7th. And Trent Gosley not making it out for that one. So we'll try and get a word with Cameron Dance. as he picks up heat race number 8, final heat race of the night. So bear with us, we'll try and get him in here for a quick chat. No rest for the wicked here. Oh, I'm going to turn the lights off on my keyboard, but we get a word with Cameron Dance. Cameron, congratulations on picking up the final heat race of the night.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you very much. Yeah, good way to get done with the heats with having 2 wins. Makes up for the not so great finish in heat 2, having had to come from the back. But anyway, moving on to the dash, so should be good, and hopefully another good. Hopefully makes up for the A main from last week.
You've had a fairly decent night tonight. I think you qualified in second behind your teammate Dylan, and now you both should find yourself in tonight's dash. So, I mean, you guys have got to be happy with that as a team.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're absolutely stoked with that. I mean, the 1-2 in qualifying, and then both win our first heats, and then I think Dylan finished in first in his third heat, but not sure. But yeah, so decent results tonight, and should hopefully continue through to the dash and the A main.
I think this is the 3rd time that we've been to Eldora in the series so far out of the 6 weeks. Can you use anything from the previous times that you visited Eldora, and have you brought them over to tonight, or is it basically just tonight, a new night, and you got to start fresh?
No, I mean, we've pretty much just carried everything over from the previous nights and taken what we've learnt from previous nights and applied it to tonight. So it's helpful, but yeah, should be as well as everybody's, the fact that everybody else is learning, so should be interesting to see how much everybody's picked up.
Alright, and we'll let you thank some sponsors while we've got you on air.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank some Speak Engineering, Custom Image Concepts, and Hyperstimulator for the support.
Alright, good luck in the dash, and good luck for the Twin 25 lap features later on.
Yeah, cheers, thank you.
There you have it, Cameron Dance picks up the final heat race of the night. We get set. We'll give you the Heat 7 and 8 results. Heat 7 went the way of Gavin Sadler, Joel Berkeley, Danny Stewart, Brett Gerard, Ryan Harris, James Robbie, Brenton Hobson, and Terry Marwood. Heat 9, Lachlan Smith, Dylan Sharman, Gary Hamilton, Jason Martin, Jared Banfield, John Schultz, George Fulton, and Craig Dunn. Tonight's dash drivers will be Dylan Sharman, Josh Harm, Joel Berkeley, Lachlan Smith, Cameron Dance, and Gavin Sadler. So, well done to Gavin Sadler for making tonight's dash. So while we wait for the dash server to go up, we'll take another quick break. Stick around. So up next is your top 6 highest point scorers, finding out for who will start where in the opening 3 rows of tonight's main event.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the world of Outlaws.
Really enjoy dirt racing. Feels good to get in the car, and we have great cars and engines and things at KKR, so it's nice to drive a fast sprint car.
Couple of separate lines developing, 3 wide action on a turn 2. Craig Kinzer, Casey Kane, and Garrett Pittman going at it.
I think the differences between, NASCAR and the sprint races on dirt is just a much different mindset. The way you drive your cars, the setup, the feel you're looking for. I think one of the hardest things to tell as a fan is when you're watching a race, whether it's a NASCAR race, a dirt race, is just what's really going on in the car. With iRacing, you can get the way that the track's changing, which they've done a great job in how the track changes throughout the night or throughout the race, just to try to capture it and let the fans play it and realize, like, man, there's actually a lot going on. And you can't always see that when you watch a race, so I think it's pretty neat. It's, enjoyable for me, but at the end of the day, it's actually much of a simulation, and there's a lot of ways that you can learn from that. And, early on, it was neat to look at the Cup tracks that I was going to, places that I had never been, so I think it kind of gives you a head start leading into a weekend. It's pretty real life, and that's pretty neat.
Introducing a whole new
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Wheel TV tonight on the YouTube and Twitch stream together. This is round number 6 of the Ash Media Speedway footage, one of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. We now get set for tonight's dash lineup. This will determine the top 3 rows, how they finish this one, how they start. Feature 1 later tonight, coming up after this race. Actually, there's no B main required. Starting on the pole of tonight's dash in car number 91 is Dylan Sharman, and to his outside in the 911, it's Lachlan Smith. Teammates line up alongside each other on row number 2 on the inside. In car number 8, it's Josh Arm, and to his outside teammate in Joel Berkeley, car number 9, starting out of position number 4. At a position number 5, teammate of the pole sitter, it's going to be the number 6 of Cameron Dance, and starting out of position number 6, car number 71 of Gavin Sadler. Gavin Sadler starts out of position number 6, so nice to see Gavin Sadler making the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Dash. So we get set to roll off here. 6 laps, 6 cars. Whoever wins this will start on the pole for tonight's main event. There'll be twin 25 lap features, so the first lot of 25 laps will be run and done, and then after that one, how they finish feature number 1 is how they will line up for feature race number 2, and once again that'll be 25 laps of distance as well. So these drivers looking to gain as many spots as they can here if you're on the 2nd or 3rd row, and the guys in the front row, they're going to be wanting to keep their top 2 finishing positions here tonight. As the driver's been told 1 to go, next time by they will lead off turn number 4. They will get the green flag as they're currently lining up behind the iRacing official pace truck. So might watch this race from the box view. And so Sharman, Smith, Harm, Berkeley, Dance and Sadler. That's your top 6 drivers. You get set to go green off turn 4. We are green. Sharman leads us. Cameron Dance. What about the drive from Dance from 5th to 2nd? I think Smith may have been sleeping on the start there, and Berkeley and Harm almost come together. They almost get into the left rear of Dance. Sharman leads the opening lap. Harm looking to the inside of Dance. Can't quite make the pass. Lachlan Smith in 4th, trying to keep on the low side and try and keep Berkeley in behind him. 2 down, 4 laps remain here in tonight's dash, and the 2 team cars run 1-2 at the moment. They ran 1 and 2 in qualifying, looking to keep the team cars up towards the front of tonight's feature. Sharman leads. Cameron Dance from Josh Harm. Lachlan Smith, Joel Berkeley and Gavin Sadler at the back. Sadler trying to put the moves on Berkeley. So all 6 drivers running the low side of the speedway. 1.5 to go here in tonight's dash. 1 lap to go for Dylan Sharman. Dance now, can he hold off a charge here from Harm as he goes into 3 and 4. Oh, he may have just got the left rim there, may have runs under the race car, and talk about the finish to the line. Wow. 0.011 of a second between Dance and Harmy, and that was close. Dylan Sharman picks up the win. Cameron Dance 2nd, Josh Harm, Lachlan Smith, Joel Berkeley and Gavin Sadler. So those drivers, that's how they will line up tonight's feature event. Stick around. We'll play a couple more ads and we'll play some more music, and we'll come back with the first of tonight's 25 lap feature event.
we do it, yeah.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Introducing a whole new form of racing to the best online racing simulation in the world. This is Dirt Racing on iRacing.com. Race online at some of America's most legendary dirt tracks, including Eldora and Williams Grove. iRacing is the premier online racing game featuring NASCAR, IndyCar, sports cars, and now World of Outlaws, the leading sanctioning body for dirt racing. iRacing is easy to use and features a centralized ranking system to make sure you have the best experience at any skill level. With a massive inventory of high-precision laser scan tracks and cars with an unmatched dedication to quality and detail, iRacing gives you the most authentic online racing experience available. Thanks to iRacing's dynamic track system, developed specifically for dirt racing, tracks change over the course of a race, just like your favorite dirt track on a Friday or Saturday night. From a slick racing groove all the way up to the cushion, iRacing's dirt tracks deliver non-stop racing action. Partnered with the World of Outlaws, iRacing is your source for the most authentic dirt racing experience available, featuring 4 brand new tracks and 11 new cars, including street stocks, Legends cars, late models, NASCAR trucks, winged and non-winged sprint cars, with much more on the way. Join the Dirt Revolution on iRacing.com and start slinging mud today.
Get ready, going green. Green, green, green.
Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Wheel TV, live on Twitch and YouTube. Tonight we get set for the first portion of the feature race tonight, the first 25 laps. We'll see two 25-lap feature events. The first one coming up to you now, as we're just waiting on the final minute of warm-up session to get wrapped up, and then these drivers, they will line up, and they will line up this way. Starting at a position number 26, it's going to be Zachary Phelan. Out of position number 25 will be TJ Brown. Starting on the outside of the 12th row is going to be George Fullerton. Starting out of 24, Kyle Stevens is going to start out of position number 23. In fact, I believe Kyle Stevens may have pulled the pin on tonight, borrowing a virtual motor. So he's out for this evening. Starting out of position number 22, we'll see the 88 of Brenton Hobson to his inside, the 15 of Michael Pierce. Starting out of position number 20, car number 7, it's going to be Trent Gosling to his inside. It's going to be Terry Marwood. Starting out of position number 18, it's going to be Jared Banfield to his inside. He's taking out heat race win tonight, car 41 of James Robbie. The 69 of John Schultz will start out of position number 16 and to his inside, the 12 of Ryan Harris. Starting out of position number 14, it's going to be Jason Martin to his inside in car number 3. Out of position 13, it's going to be Jared Ash. The 57 of Craig Dunn will start on the outside of the 6th row, starting out of position 12. And to his inside, it's going to be the 000 of Cam Taylor. The 81 of Denny Stewart starts out of position 10. Brett Gerards in car 117, starting out of position number 9. James Rice will start out of position 8. And on his inside, it's going to be Gary Hamilton. And the top 6 from the dash earlier on, they'll line up this way. Gavin Sadler will start to the outside. And to his inside, it's going to be Joel Berkeley. Lachlan Smith starts out of P4. Josh Harm will start out of position number 3. And the front row for tonight's main event is going to be Cameron Dance on the outside. And to his inside, teammate Dylan Sharman. Well, earlier on, those two drivers went 1-2 in qualifying. Now, can they go 1-2 for the night? As the cars roll off, they'll get the one to go signal this time by. And then the next time they will take to the green flag off turn number 4. So remember, two 25-lap feature events. We won't talk to these drivers after the first lot of 25-lap feature event. We might try and drag a couple of the Triple J Motorsports guys. Might talk to Jared Ash and Ricey, see how they're travelling throughout the night. Green off turn number 4. We get set to go. Shaman and Dance. So you see, look at the wings tugged right back on some of these drivers. 25 laps of distance. Probably got about 18 to 20 gallons of fuel in. We get set to go green, and we are green for round number 6 of the feature event. Shaman and Dance come together in 1 and 2. But it's Dance who leads down the back straight away into turn 3 and 4. Sadler to the top shelf right now, along with Brett Gerard. On the low side, Danny Stewart trying to make it work on the high side as well. So they try and find their race grooves early on here in tonight's feature event. Lachlan Smith in 4th. We got a couple of cars. Oh, we got Cam Taylor upside down. See, we're going to replay of what happened here on the Cam Taylor machine. This looks like Brett Gerard's just got into the... Oh yeah, it's a bit nasty there. Brett Gerard's catching the inside wall. 1 and 2, Cam Taylor but checked up. Ryan Harris unfortunately didn't quite check up that much. And Cam Taylor, he went over. There's Gary Hamilton at the back as well. Oh, James Rice out of the event as well on lap number 1. We'll see if we can find out what happened to James Rice. Oh, yeah, big contact there. And I believe that's Danny Stewart who went in for the big slide job on the opening lap, and that would have given James Rice the meatball flag, so he's going to be in the pits. Jason Martin in the pits as well. I'm not sure what happened to him, but single file. These drivers are going to line up. So the first caution of the night, lights go out on the pace truck. Cameron Dance is your race leader from Dylan Sharman, Josh Arm, Lachlan Smith, Joel Berkeley, Gavin Sadler, Gary Hamilton, Dennis Stewart, Brett Gerards, Craig Dunn, Jared Ash, Ryan Harris, Brenton Hobson, Jared Bearfield, James Robbie, Terry Marwood, John Schultz, George Fullerton, and Michael Pearce. We get set to go green off turn number 4. The pace truck will take the left-hand turn. Cameron Dance has the field and he's ready, and a good launch from Cameron Dance. Sharman sleeping on the start there, but now he's got Josh Harm right in behind him. Harmony goes to the top shelf in 3 and 4. Lachlan Smith now. He's going to run the low side in 3 and 4. Now he's got Berkeley running the top shelf. Sadler runs the low side in 1 and 2, trying to get underneath Berkeley. Can't quite get to his car just yet. Smith to the inside of Harmony. Can't make the pass off corner exit number 4. So top and bottom right now, both fairly even. Hard to make some ground. Gavin Sadler up into the wall, comes down on Gary Hamilton. Gary Hamilton, they make contact, but he keeps it going. Now, Hamilton, he's got Dunn and Jared Ash right in behind him. Ash goes to the top shelf in 3 and 4, trying to get around Hamilton as he looks to go to the inside. Hamilton blocks the low line on the racetrack. Ash will go back to the top shelf. Now try and sort our way throughout the top 5-6 drivers even. Big pile up here. Jared Ash involved, Harris, Brenton Hobson. Try and see if we can get a different outlook to see what happened there. Oh, looks like Hamilton caught the wall and he came down. Jared Ash having nowhere to go, and he's going to go upside down along with Harris. George Fullerton getting involved a little bit. Brenton Hobson having nowhere to go, and that'll bring on the second caution of the night. So it looks like lap cars are going to stay in line with where the game tells them to go, but they should be going to the back. So Cameron Dance still race leader from Sharman. Now remember, this is the first of the Twin 25 feature events here on Wheel TV. Lachlan Smith 4th, Joe Berkeley 5th, Gavin Sadler in 6th, Danny Stewart, Craig Dunn. Oh, you got Brett Gerards there as well. Craig Dunn, Jared Banfield. Harris now goes to the back of the bus. James Robbie, John Schultz, Terry Marwood, Michael Pearce, George Fullerton, Cam Taylor. As Gary Hamilton is in the pits. Green off turn 4 this time as we go green. Cameron Dance will lead the field back underway. 10 laps to go here in the opening portion of tonight's 25 lap feature events. He's got a big lead from Dylan Sharman and Josh Harm. Harm goes to the top shelf, trying to work that high side in 3 and 4. Actually caught a little bit up there on Dylan Sharman. Berkeley now gets around the outside of Lachlan Smith, as does Gavin Sadler. Now Sharman, he's going to go to the top shelf as well. He's going to try and protect that racing line. They both go to the low side. Contact, Harm. Oh, Lachlan Smith involved. Oh, Lachlan Smith involved as well. So we have a look here on the replay. Try and get a good feel of this one. Just carrying a little bit too much speed on the entry of turn 1 and 2. And that'll bring the caution out. Josh Harm. Unfortunately getting into the back of Dylan Sharman there. And that's going to shake things up a bit towards the front of the field. Because now Cameron Dance, by the time we go green, there's only probably going to be 3 laps to go. So we might try and, after this one, we'll try and grab a word with Jared Ash. So, I'm not sure whether he's watching up on the big screen or not, and if he is, get yourself ready because we'll speak to you in a minute. Josh Harm has been sent to the rear of the field for the primary cause of that caution, which is understandable. So you can hear you spotted there, we're not going green, so the light's back on. 2 to green. So that's now going to give Joel Berkeley a good shot at Cameron Dance here. Gavin Sadler, what a nice night, what a nice drive he's done tonight in the 71 machine. He's now going to be up into 3rd place. Lachlan Smith in 4th as well, involved in that one. Had a pretty decent night. Danny Stewart, Brett Gerards, Craig Dunn in the 57. Jared Banfield, he's had a solid night. James Robbie, you've been impressed with his driving performance tonight. Picked up a heat win in the 2nd round of heats. Now finds himself in a top 10. Lights are out on the pace truck. Cameron Dance will have the field at his mercy. 25 laps, 22 laps complete. 3 laps to go. Dance. Oh, gets a little tight as he got on the gas. He may have looked to get in the slick stuff. Now Berkeley's going to try and run him down. Off turn number 2, they run. Down the back straight away. Dance run on the low side. Berkeley runs the top side. As they complete lap number 23. 2 laps remaining here for Cameron Dance. He should have a big enough lead to hang on for the first part of tonight's feature. Good racing in behind him now, but we come off turn number 4. Come off turn 2, I should say. We're already on the white flag. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Cameron Dance will pick up the first portion of tonight's feature event. We'll go through your full field rundown order. There's all the drivers slowing up here on the back stretch. And we'll take the left-hand turn into pit lane. So Cameron Dance picks up the first 25 lap feature event here. You can see him parked on the main straightaway in car number 6. Joel Berkeley come home in second. Gavin Sadler third. Lachlan Smith, Brett Gerrard, Denny Stewart, Craig Dunn. Jared Banfield picking up 10 spots, starting 18th, coming home in 8th. So nice drives. James Robbie picked up 8 spots. John Schultz in 10th. You go back to Terry Marwood, Dylan Sharman, Michael Pearce, George Fullerton, Josh Harm, Ryan Harris, Cam Taylor, Gary Hamilton, Jared Ash, and Brenton Hobson. Stick around because we are going to get a word with Jared Ash just to see if he's okay and whatnot. So bear with us. We'll get a couple of the drivers from the Triple J stable, considering they are on TeamSpeak. And we're slowly wheeling our way down to pit lane. We're going to talk to the number 3 driver, Jared Ash. Jared, first of all, are you okay after that sim wreck?
There's a bit of tense discussion going on with Discord at the moment, mate. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do. Man, the lap before I got a run and went to the inside line and he mirror drove and blocked me. Lap later I tried to stay to the top side and he just drove across the nose. I mean, anyway, I guess according to him I should have lifted and not passed. But that's all good. Nothing like a bit of rivalry, mate.
It's always good to have a bit of fierce competition, but say it's you think you're going to get back out there for the second part of the feature?
Oh, for sure, mate. I've got someone to beat now. If he thinks I can't pass him without crashing, well, I'll just have to prove that to him in the next race.
All right, well, we'll let you get back to it, and we'll let you get that sim car fixed.
Cheers, Bretto. Lucky we got a second 25 to have another go.
That's it. Good luck, mate.
Thanks, mate.
We'll check in with James Rice after a lap 1 incident. Rice, you talk us through that lap 1 incident from your point of view.
I don't know.
Be careful on your choice of words there.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm definitely picking my choice of words. Look, I had the top line, and by the replay, it just looked like Danny was trying to slide me into turn 1, which ultimately failed. But look, shit happens. But it's gotta. Well, I'll be from the back now. Probably with Harmy and several others with that. So, but yeah, no. Let's just say my language is not colourful. Sorry, it was colourful. After that, as you could imagine.
All right, mate. I'll let you get back to it, and we'll get set for the next 25 lap feature.
Thanks, mate.
We'll see if we can get into the couple of other guys. See if they want to have a bit of a chat. So bear with us. We'll put some music on, and we'll see if we can get a couple of other drivers. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to grab a word with Harmy. We'll see if he wants to have a bit of a chat. Harmy, look, your car was fast early on. Talk us through that incident there when you got into the back of Sharman.
Yeah, the car was coming really good on the top. yeah, I got a good run on Dylan, and I wasn't expecting him to go to the bottom, and we both went, and I had a good run on him, and I didn't expect to close down that quick, and unfortunately got into him.
It always sucks to to be sent rear of the field and wreck somebody else, but I mean it's just hard racing in the end, and I'm sure that's not the way you want to be known to race.
Yeah, no, that's right. I don't like that sort of stuff, especially I feel bad for. I was more than happy for the rear, but yeah, to ruin Dylan's race there wasn't real fun. But luckily, we got another chance in the feature, and wish him all the best.
I think you're going to be coming from. I think you finished 15th or 16th in that last one, so you got a few spots to make up to get to the top 3. Do you think you got the car? Do you think you got what it takes to get the job done?
Well, I think the car's there. Just whether I'll be able to pass, and if I can stay out of trouble long enough to get near the end will be the big deal.
All right, well, we'll let you get back to it, and good luck for the next 25 lap feature.
Thanks, Brett.
There we have it, Josh Harm. After being involved in a late race caution with Dylan Sharman. We've seen it on the replay, Harm. He just got into the back of Sharman going around and ending Sharman's race, but it is what it is. As he said, he doesn't want to be known for that kind of style of racing. He's generally pretty clean. I mean, everyone makes mistakes. As we're just waiting for the second server, or waiting for us to get into the second server. A lot of the drivers are in there. So bear with us. Thank you very much for watching. This is round number 6 of the Ash Media Speedway footage, World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series, live this week on Wheel TV, on Twitch and on YouTube as well. And we are back here on Wheel TV as you are watching round number 6 of the Ash Media Speedway footage. What about Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series? We've seen the first 25-lap feature just a few moments ago. Now we get set for the second lot of feature, or second part of the feature event. It'll be the second 25-lap feature. This is what counts, and this is the way they line up. The finishing order from the first 25-lap feature event. Mr. Elastic, no, they're not turning left. They're actually turning right. Cameron Dance and Joel Berkeley will occupy row number 1. Row 2 will be Gavin Sadler and Lachlan Smith. Row 3, Brett Gerards and Danny Stewart. Craig Dunn, Jared Banfield, row 4. Row 5, James Robbie and John Schultz. Row 6, Terry Marwood, Dylan Sharman, Michael Pearce, George Fullerton. Josh Harm, Ryan Harris, Cam Taylor, Gary Hamilton, Jared Ash, Brendan Hobson in 20th. Go back to 21st, Jason Martin and James Rice. 22 cars left in this one. Thank you for your coverage throughout the whole night. Thanks everyone for tuning in here. As we've gone to a different style of streaming this week. You normally see it on the Oz Sim Racing Facebook page. This week we've gone to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So these drivers get set for the final 25 lap of the night. Who will take out round number 6? Cameron Nance has been fast all night, along with Joel Burke. Gavin Sadler has done a phenomenal job. Sitting in 3rd, Lachlan Smith 4th, Brett Gerards, Danny Stewart as well. Both those drivers are doing fantastic. Teammates as well. And if you're not watching the NRL just quickly, it's 18-13, the Storm over the Sharks. Go the Storm. We'll get into that after that one. So another place to this besides YouTube, just Twitch and YouTube. Normally we go to Facebook Live, but I'll explain that in a caution. We get set to go green, and we are green for the final 25-lap feature event. Berkeley looking to the outside of Cameron Dance. They run side by side. We've got a yellow already. We'll see who's involved in this one. Looks like George Fullerton. Not sure whether we can get an instant replay up. Looks like he may have just caught the wall, so just a single car flip for George Fullerton. But Keenan, normally we do stream on Facebook Live. If you go onto Facebook and check out Oz Sim Racing, AUS SIMRACING. The 5 other weeks that we've done, we've normally streamed to there, but this week we're trying out Twitch and YouTube at the same time. We'll try and get to Facebook Live as well at some stage. Whether we go to YouTube and Facebook, or whether we go to Twitch and Facebook, we'll try and work something, and I'll try and work something out anyway. Lights out on the iRacing pace truck. Just before down, 21 to go. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot on the racetrack too. Cameron Dance, Joel Berkeley, Gavin Sadler, your top 3. Cameron Dance should get on the gas about now, and he does so. Dives from the top to the bottom. They go into 1 and 2. Cameron Dance is going to continue to run the low side of the speedway as he leads the field. Off turn number 2, down into 3 and 4. They run Gavin Sadler up top as well. Lachlan Smith looking to his inside. We'll try and keep an eye on Dylan Sharman and also Josh Harm, as they're both making their way through the field, sitting 11th and 12th respectively at the moment. Oh, Craig Dunn into the wall. He keeps it on all fours, and we stay green into 1 and 2. Sharman starting to make his way through the field. How about Gerards and Stewart? They're going to run side by side. This is the teammates battling for 5th on the racetrack. They got Lachlan Smith in front of them, and also Gavin Sadler. You can see on that wide shot a battle for the race lead coming up very, very shortly. A lot of the drivers using the top shelf, but it's Gavin Sadler still holding. Oh, car into the wall. Lachlan Smith and Danny Stewart, I believe it is. As all the drivers behind him seem to shuffle out from that one. And that was a huge wreck. In 1 and 2, the slide job got thrown. It looked like Danny Stewart. Looked like he just got tight mid-corner. We'll have a look from Danny Stewart's point of view. It looks like it just gets tight around here. He did have him cleared. There, as you can see, the front wheels going towards the left, and the car was just drifting up track. Look at that one again. Yeah, just unfortunate there for Danny Stewart. The car got real tight on him. And him and Lachlan Smith. That'll be their night done and dusted. That's a shame because Danny Stewart and Lachlan Smith, they'd both been running fairly decent throughout the night. So in the NRL, the Storm have won 18-13. Go the Melbourne Storm. We get set to go green. Off turn number 4, Cameron Dance will lead Joel Berkeley, Gavin Sadler, Brett Gerrards, Jared Banfield up into 5th. What a night.
Green flag, green flag.
Cameron Dance gets back on the loud pedal early on to resume the final feature race of the night. Berkeley with a good run in turns 1 and 2, really reeling in that number 6 machine. Down the front straight away into 1 and 2. Gavin Sadler running the top shelf as well. Gerrards and Banfield, they're going to run right through the middle. And back behind them, here they come, is Dylan Sharman and Josh Harm. They are running 6th and 7th respectively. They've got 11 laps to go. How much farther can they get up? Meanwhile, Harm looks to the outside almost in 1 and 2. But Sharman just came up off the bottom side. Now remember, this is exactly what happened when these two drivers got together last time. Both running the top shelf in 1 and 2. Down the back straight away into 3 and 4. They're still going to continue to run the top line. They may have to go the big slide up. Oh my God, Sharman, how did he miss Banfield then? Off corner number 4. Oh, Banfield getting tight. Sharman goes around him. What a move from Dylan Sharman. Meanwhile, battle for the race lead. Berkeley all over the rear bumper, the rear crash bar of the 6 of Cameron Dance. Down into 3 and 4 they run. 17 down, make that 18 down, 7 laps to go. Can Berkeley, can he pull off a big win here at Eldora? Down into 3 and 4, challenge for the race lead. Berkeley on the low side. Is he going to slide up in front of him? No, he leaves Dance a little room. And Dance uses that little room to get on by the number 9. Oh, Dan's a little bit loose off turn 2 there. Now goes to the bottom in 3 and 4. That's going to leave the top shelf open for Berkeley. He's going to go the crossover into 1 and 2. They run side by side. Berkeley has it. He gets to the cushion first. Side by side down the back straight away. 5 laps to go here at Eldora. Dance with a big slide job on Berkeley. Berkeley crosses it back underneath. How good is this racing for the race lead? Slide job city right now. Berkeley with another slide job on Dance. Can he put one back on him right now? They run into 3 and 4. Berkeley has it coming off turn number 4. 3 laps to go for Berkeley and Dance. Berkeley seems to have a little bit more momentum now using the top shelf. But Dance, he's not done with him just yet. And how about Gavin Sadler in 3rd? He is doing a great job to hang on. 1.5 to go here at Eldora Speedway. Dance looks back to the inside of Berkeley, and the yellow flag is out, and that will be it. Joel Berkeley will come away with the win as the race finishes under yellow. All barring no silly mistakes here from Joel Berkeley, he should get the win. Let's see as they come off turn 4. Berkeley will greet the checkers. And it is official. Joel Berkeley picks up the win from Cameron Dance and Gavin Sadler. Dylan Sharman 4th, Cam Taylor 5th, John Schultz, Jared Banfield, Josh Harm, James Robbie, Ryan Harris as well. But how about the race between Cameron Dance and Joel Berkeley? Geez, didn't they put on a show right then? Top 3 will pull up on the main straight away. And here they go. As we wait for Gavin Sadler to get inside the picture for the top 3, but man, Dance and Berkeley, do they know how to put on a show or what? There's Gavin Sadler just getting into the picture right now. There it is, perfect picture right there. Your final rundown order will be this way. Joel Berkeley gets the win from Cameron Dance. Gavin Sadler rounds out the podium. Dylan Sharman, Josh Harm, James Robbie, Ryan Harris, Jared Ash, Gary Hamilton, James Rice, Michael Pearce, John Schultz, Cam Taylor, Jared Banfield, Jason Martin, Terry Marwood, Brett Gerards, Brenton Hobson, Danny Stewart, Lachlan Smith. And we go back to Craig Dunn and George Fullerton. So your top 3 in tonight's feature event. We'll get Joel Berkeley, Cameron Dance, and Gavin Sadler. And get those guys into the team speak. So wait for the rest of the drivers to come in. How about that second feature event? It was just an absolute perler of a race between Berkeley and Dance. I mean, how many laps? They went at it for probably the last 8 or 9 laps, and then there was slide job central right now. So we just need to wait on one more person to get into our top 3. And in fact, we might do it opposite tonight. We might grab our winner, 2nd place, and then 3rd place. So it's been a while since he's had a sprint car win, but a couple of weeks, I think. But we'll talk to our winner, Joel Berkeley. Congratulations on a phenomenal race between you and Cameron Dance. How good does it feel to pick up another win here at Eldora?
Feels good to get another win, Brett. That was probably one of the best races I've had in this league with anyone.
Man, I mean, I think it was the last 8 laps. I mean, you and Cameron just slide job after slide job, and to not only to see the respect but to see those last 8 laps just slide job city, and it was clean. I mean, from my point of view, it was one of the best races that I've ever seen. How good was it from your point of view?
Oh, I had the heart pumping. I was just trying to get clear and get going, but.
And talk about that first 25. I mean, you ended up coming 2nd due to a bit of luck with Harmy getting into the back of Sharman and that. But talk us through your first 25 lap feature.
Yeah, those first 25 laps, I knew the bottom was going to be too strong, like the first 20 laps and that. So I thought I'll just roll the top and try and get going. And I think Harmy stuffed up and got in the back of Dylan, which is unfortunate. But I got 2 spots out, so. That's better for me than them.
Well, look, the start of that first or the second 25 lap feature. I mean, there was nothing really you could do. There was a lot of his run on the top. It took a while for that race to get going, but I mean, in the end, it was just a phenomenal race.
Yeah, it was a great race. I was hoping when it got going, like I think we had 15 laps to go. I was just hoping it went green to checker because I knew if that bottom wore out that little bit more, I'll be right and try and be there to be able to with Cameron because it was way too fast the first 10-15 laps of that race.
Well, look, congratulations on the win here, round number 6 at Eldora. Something that you and Eldora, you just seem to have figured out.
Oh, I guess so.
Who do you got to thank for getting here on the front stretch tonight?
Massive thanks to Triple J Motorsports down to Graphics and Ash Media.
All right, well done on the win, Joel Berkeley.
Thank you, Brett.
There we have it. Joel Berkeley coming home in 1st place. Coming home in 2nd place, and what a race it's going to put on. Cameron Dance, congratulations on the 2nd place. 1 spot shy of where you wanted to be, but in the end, it's still a great result for you in the side.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, it was an awesome race with Joel the entire way. I mean, just trying to keep it out the front was the main goal. I did that for most of the race, but then, yeah, the highlights started to come on, and Joel managed to get me in the end. He tried a couple of slide jobs on me, but that didn't quite work, and then eventually got me. But yeah, I'll happily take a second place in the end, especially with the way the night's gone. So yeah.
How was it from your vantage point, throwing slide jobs with you and Joel, lap after lap for nearly 10 laps? I mean, from my point of view, it was fantastic. I'm sure everyone on the broadcast would have enjoyed it, but how was it from your point of view?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, the heart was fully racing and blood was rushing. So, I mean, yeah, it's always good to have good races like that where they're nice and clean and close. So, yeah, I bet you it was pretty close on the live stream for everybody watching. So that was pretty good to see. But, yeah, so hopefully we'll go to the next round and have another good performance like that.
All right, who do you got to thank for getting here on the front stretch tonight, Cameron?
I'd just like to thank Team TTL and our sponsors, Hype Stimulator, SimSpec Engineering and Custom Image Concepts. Without them, I wouldn't have put it on the podium tonight. So massive thanks to them for the support and getting me to where I am now.
All right, congratulations on the second place again.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have it. Cameron Dance coming home in second place. Coming home in third place for the first time in the series, I believe. Gavin Sadler, congratulations on finally getting this podium monkey off your back.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Thank you. That was good fun.
And how fun was it from your vantage point seeing the two leaders throw slide jobs on each other, knowing that you really had the best seat in the house?
Yeah, I know. I really tried to chase them once I saw them doing that, so I thought anything could happen, but then the laps came on down, so... but yeah, it was good racing up the front there. It looked really good.
Talk about your night, basically from start to finish. I mean, you had a good qualifying result. Your heat races were good. You made the dash. You started, I think, 6 in tonight's feature, and after the first lot of 25s, I think you were sitting third, and then you finished third. It's got to be such a relieving to get such a good result.
Yeah, it is. I feel like I've had decent car speed most of the series, but had a few internet issues and stuff along the way, and it was nice. The night went really well, so it always helps when you do get a good qualifying time, and I was out, I think, in Group 5 or something like that, so the track was decent at that stage, so I managed to get a good lap. And when you can start up front and just stay where you are, it makes it easy. It was good fun.
Well, look, without you and all the other the officials that help put these on, I mean, it wouldn't be possible for me to broadcast these races. So first of all, thank you for doing these series. I mean, we're halfway through both World of Outlaws series now. We've still got another 6 weeks to go, but so far, how do you feel you've gone in both the late models and the sprint cars?
Yeah, it's been really good so far. We started off at 36 entries in each, which is what we wanted to do, but the numbers have dwindled down to fairly good numbers now, where I think we've got the same group of guys every week, and the racing's getting better and better, which is, we know who we're racing, which is really good at the moment, I think.
Just seems to be over the last couple of weeks, the cautions in the feature, they seem to die down to 2, maybe 3 cautions each feature. I guess you've got to be happy with that, considering the first couple of weeks, the guys were just sort of getting a little bit out of control and just causing a fair too many cautions.
Yeah, it's disappointing because we run no cautions in the heats and the mains and the B mains and the dashes. Everyone races pretty hard, I suppose, but the racing in there seems to be fairly good. But once there are cautions, there's all the cars on the track at the same time. As you can see by qualifying times, I think the whole field was 0.3 or 0.4 of a second, so there's not much room from first to last in there, and everybody's competitive and wants to race. But knowing how everybody races, racing with each person week in, week out now, you definitely know how you can race the other guys, and I think that's making a lot better racing, and respect's being shown between the drivers.
Well, we'll go back to tonight. Congratulations on getting up at third place. Who do you got to thank sponsor-wise for getting you on the front stretch tonight?
I'd like to thank our league sponsors, or our league and team sponsor, which is Factory Cane Australia, which has come on to support us this year. They're our league naming rights sponsor and sponsoring our team. And all the guys in the team that do our setups, Lachlan especially, which is really good. That's it.
All right, congratulations on the third place here, Gav.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
There we have it, Gavin Sadler coming home with his first series podium tonight. Once again, that wraps it up for this evening. Joel Berkeley gets the win. Cameron Dance second, Gavin Sadler third, Dylan Sharman, Josh Harm round out the top 5. You go to James Robbie, Ryan Harris, Jared Ash, Gary Hamilton and James Rice finishing in the top 10 positions. What an A-main that was. Joel Berkeley and Cameron Dance put on one hell of a show, slide job after slide job on each other for the final 8 laps. What a memorable week this was. Next week is round number 7, Monday night, 7 o'clock will be the Down Under Graphics World of Outlaws Craftsman Late Model Series. I'll find out where we're going to. You'll find that one out next week. But on behalf of everyone here at Wheel TV and Oz Sim Racing, we thank Gavin Sadler and the team for putting on these weekly shows. It gives me something to do on a Monday and Thursday night. Until next time, we hope you enjoyed your coverage here, and we're going to say farewell and good night.